1946, they don't get leadership if both of them and US are AI. Oh. Well, that might be a bit of an issue. CM wants to sell rare materials, but I don't have a lot of money. I'd rather save the money that we have, because we're going to have to fund our industry again soon enough. Having some, yeah, rare materials going to be done for very soon. Alright, we got another corps over here of infantry. Let's go ahead and send these. This is a part of the Pieter's corps. And then down here to help with pushing a little bit through here. I mean, the forces over here are really thin right now. So I'm pretty sure that the push over there is going to work just fine. And the push in the south is going to be quite overwhelming. And Soviets are trying to influence us. Well, too bad for them. I don't think it's going to work. Right, at this stage, I think we're going to put in the ships all ready to patrol, so they'll be in position from the start, more or less. I'll send you to patrol there. You can patrol here. You will patrol there. Let's just say... Oh, right, this was the torpedo boat, so you'll be intercepting. And this one's going to be patrolling. Let's just say that we have a lot of navy in here. Let's prepare the military exercises. Exactly. Now, a funny note of today, like in real life, it's the day when the Winter War ended. Of course, in the game we're not on that date, but you know, it's a nice day to start fighting Soviets. Admittedly, I did not plan this, but it was a nice little accident, I suppose. Or happy little accident. Right. Gun turrets. Out of time now. Is there... Well, there's going to be a lot of the 1948 text that we can do soon enough. And we can start getting some more rockets down here. Yeah, if we get the rockets in there, that's going to be the end of that. Well, all that airfield is going to be full. All part of the plan. Exactly. So how is our production? So we are producing about 352. We are getting some from convoys and training for and from puppets, but overall it's not massive amounts. And there's the rest of the rockets. So we can use these to... Actually, I don't remember if I can even do damage on the port itself. Have we got jet planes yet? We have them researched. We got some in production. But if we have a look at their stats, they got okay air attack right now. Of course, so they're not up to date yet. Like, they are a little bit worse than the twin engine fighters and... Oh wait, no, jet fighters. Yeah, they're actually better than twin engine fighters in terms of air combat, and just a little bit worse than fighter bombers and interceptors. Yeah, and fighter bombers and interceptors are basically the same in terms of air attack. They got pretty good stats overall. Like, they still got some soft attack and hard attack. They don't have a massive range. It's basically comparable to the fighter bombers and interceptors. They got a massive speed advantage though, so they can intercept things quite nicely. And, well, they take a long while to build because we don't have practicals on them yet. And air defense is fairly good. I mean, it's basically, in a lot of ways, it can be compared to the fighter bombers. A bit less like attack on ground or the bomber abilities, but like faster speed, all that sort of stuff. Interceptors are actually still pretty darn good overall. Like, the air defense is 71 on them. Pretty good. But yeah, the jet fighters, of course, once we get a few more levels on them, and we got quite a few things over here researching already on those. Actually, we've already gotten quite a few things that increase the speed and that sort of stuff. Afterburners is also a thing that I could probably start thinking about, at least. Not necessarily... Oh, and jet bomber is something that we do need to research. Gonna get other jets like... well, we can get the bombers. There's the rocket interceptors, then there's the fighters and bombers. That's all the jet things that you get. We are practically out of rare materials. So, in essence, we are declaring war on Soviets in order to get some more resources. Sounds eerily familiar. Yeah, we can certainly have more ships in Istanbul. And put that there. Let's give it a save. Just in case. The amount of saves that I did on while playing through the time skip, and like I did kind of 2 timelines. Well, one of them I didn't really play, but like I could have joined allies pretty much. Like I think Italy fell down like what May 1944, something like that, or somewhere around there, and then UK was starting to invite us into the allies from June onwards. Right. So they got Mongolia as a puppet, and Xinjiang is part of the faction. Greater Eastern Europe co-frustrated there. Eventually Operation Sea Mammal and allies. Possibly. I mean, I wasn't planning on turning this into a world conquest necessarily, at least whenever we started on this. But things have escalated, let's put it that way. Right, so declare war. I think we're going to go with the Conqueror. And now Italy is in a war, so can we actually see the Italian... No, Italians still don't have a headquarters. So I think the Italian AI might be kind of borked. Oh well. Not really my problem. As long as they keep feeding me with some industries, I'm okay with that. Right, is there actually any other factions or nations within our coalition here that would be willing to give me Lend-Lease? Denmark is already giving me. Finland probably could, but I would rather Finland focus on keeping their supply production up. Unexpected world conquest, best time of world conquest. You could say that, yes, I suppose. The Baltic states, I don't think I'll be able to ask for anything. Ooh. I could ask Albania, but I don't think they really have an industry. And then if I ask for the allies, I'm pretty sure they will not give me anything. I mean, we've got pretty darn good industry already, so that might be most of the reason, to be fair. Oh, right, was this part of the... No, that is part of Hauptmann's Corps, or army, rather. We've got some tanks over here that are not on the front line yet. Well, that could be fixed rather easily. Right, well, let's start with the combats down here. So we'll send in a couple of the mechanized and the infantry into the first wave, or at least some of the infantry. I'll send in a couple of infantry from here as well. We could maybe attack through here, make the gap a little bit wider there. The April Fool War. I mean, maybe. Well, let's think about a proper name, but I think the Operation Thinkable is definitely up there. And a couple mechanized, and maybe one of the light tanks already in there. These two can take care of that, I reckon. There's not really much defenders in Sepetivka, so we can push through there. Let's go ahead and take some of the infantry and one of the mechanized to attack that way. Then more of the mechanized to attack that way. I mean, I suppose since the cooldown on the attacks is starting to be so low with all the text that we have. Oh, right, we need to have this entire corps push through that province. Alright then. I mean, I'm sure that they didn't expect us to attack. Also, I'm going to increase the reinforcements to at least 5 IC already. Probably not enough. But that's going to be, like, at least some initial reinforcements. And I think over here what we're going to do is we're going to send in some more of the mechanized around. So we'll try to surround these troops here. And we'll push through this one. Another infantry down that way. Do we have... Oh, we do have some troops here that we could move in. Okay, so that's the initial stuff there. Over here, we're not going to be attacking much. Actually, what I should be doing is sending another unit here, because this is going to be attacked from 4 different provinces, possibly. Although, actually, what I could do is I could foil that plan already. Although they do have pretty strong units in here. Stanley probably shot the messenger thinking it was a horrible joke. Possibly. Oh, do I go for the city in here? Or would it be a suicide? Well, this is part of Taz's army, so Taz, what do you think? Do you want to take the city? And risk losing some manpower? Or just sit on our defensive positions here? We got full level pillboxes, so at least we got pretty good defensive bonuses in here. And of course, here in the south we are going to attack a little bit, I think. Let's see, so we'll take some of the troops there. And we'll maybe send in a couple down that way. Leave one in here. Tough choice, it is indeed. Well, oh right, we do have, well, there's only 2 divisions actually in there. There's a lot of headquarters around. Like, we got 4 divisions. If we attack now, there's basically no defenders right now. So if we can get into the city, we'll have pretty defendable position. Although it is mountains. But it would then allow us to maybe take that one. Like, it might be good station position for some other further attacks. So we'll go through the northern areas first. Go for it? Okay. I guess we won't go for the northern areas first then. I'll send in... So this is actually Alexander's corps down here, or armies down here. We could maybe give a bit of a support attack at least. With some medium artillery and all that. Right, so now north of the Privet Marshes. Go ahead and send in a bit of troops through this one. Send in some infantry through here. Even more through there. Then over here we can probably take, like, I don't know, 3 divisions to attack that one. Over here we can take 3 divisions there. We do have mechanized troops here, for example, to attack that. I suppose they don't actually have any other directions to attack to from that particular province, although we could maybe send in some of the mechanized troops from Masa's army down here to start pushing, or basically securing the Latvian border. Oh, there's a lot of gaps in the front here. We'll attack there, and then these 2 can attack here. We'll give a bit of a support attack across the river and start kind of rolling over there to take the perimeter around the border there. And I think that's all the land units that we need to do then is into the Air Force. I think these fighters will let be for now. We got the light bombers here, which we could put in on ground attack. We'll put on defensive, so that if we take a lot of damage, we at least don't risk losing the unit. And interceptors for this area. Do we go for spiritual or interception? I think we'll go for interception. Gives them maybe a bit more time to repair if they're not needed. Another light bomber group. Actually, can you reach all the way there? You could. You know what? Let's go and give them a bit of a help there then. Another interceptor over here. Let's actually send in some interceptors into Crimea already. That's going to help a little bit. Then these are going to be reserves. Got medium bombers. These are going to start doing port strikes over here in Sevastopol to start doing some damage on the ships at least. Then over here in Varna we got some naval bombers. We'll put those on naval strikes. On that sort of area, I think that's going to be alright. Then we got another interceptor down here. How far can you reach? You can reach there. Can you reach all the way there? Not really. How about you give some air interceptor in the naval areas here then? We got some close air support, which doesn't really have a lot of range. I mean, it could reach right about here, but that's about it. I suppose we could start moving a bit more lanes over this way to have some help on the Caucasus front. If we can do some more damage or tie down the troops in here, that's going to help us a lot in the long run, or further along the line. Actually, I'm going to send in a lot of these mechanized troops to go around these troops here Don't really need to have everyone facing that. A different sort of Yalta conference. A little bit, yes. Right, so we got those given orders already. There's another interceptor in here. Can you reach over that way? No, not quite. I mean, we do have interceptors over here. So this could certainly help. Here, intercept. Something like that. Actually, that's an area where we could send in the twin-engine fighters. I'll put them on air superiority daily. Somewhere around there. Kyiv conference. Etrocrat conference. I mean, we'll figure out that over time. So that's all the planes there. We do have some medium bombers over here. I'll give you a bit of a larger area. Taz, thanks for the resub. Much appreciated. 19 months indeed. Right, ground attack. That sort of area. And then we got another one which could actually... Well, you know what, we'll put it over here. Give a bit of a notch through this corner of the front. Then we should have a lot of interceptors over here. We'll do a bit of a air intercept on this area. Now someone needs to remind me to move my air unit targets after like a week or two in the war. Because I will probably forget. Let's go ahead and send you down. Well, I even put this on air superiority actually. Fly around Kiev, and then over here we got close air support. A bit more ground attack. Something like that should do. And we've got twin engine fighters. We can put this on a bit of a longer area as well for intercepting. Another twin engine towards Dnieper Bend, and that should be alright, I think, somewhere. Yeah, that should be fine. And more close air support. But one of these as a reserve, actually. And we've got another interceptor. Could actually be a reserve as well. And another close air support. Are we going to balkanize USSR after our victory? I think so, yes. We're going to make at least Belarus and Ukraine independent. I think there's not really that many other options, to be fair. But like, at least we'll get some. Is there... I'm going to send you down this way. Ground attack. Over there, and then I'm pretty sure that we've gone through... Oh no, there was interceptors over here. There we go. So these are not busy yet. Right, we got more planes over here. We got plenty of planes, let's just put it that way. There's only 3 different cores on USSR territory. I mean, there's some nations like Finland has some cores in there, then I believe Poland started with some cores on the, like, the eastern half here. Then Ukraine, Belarus, and then, of course, the Soviet Union. Don't know if there's anyone else. I mean, I know that the Germans, so if they win, they can do the, their puppet nations. Releasing Big Poland. Probably not. At least, not yet. At some point, perhaps, but right now, at least, we're not gonna... Like, after the victory of Soviet Union, maybe. Maybe. Right, I believe we got the ground orders already, so we still got some bombers over here, for example, so you'll do some ground attack there. We got some twin-engine fighters there giving some support. Got another one down here for the Minsk area. Oh, right, yeah. After USSR is defeated, maybe. That's going to be reserve wings there. We've got another set of light bombers. We'll put that further north. No Poland, best Poland. Well, I don't know about that. Right, so that's the reserve. Close air support. Send it down here. I mean, it's a bit of a long distance for close air support, but that might allow us to punch through that area a little bit sooner. More interceptors. We could probably send it down this way. So we've got another 20 or so interceptors in Vilna. 24, actually. And those are going to be working in the region around Leningrad, I think, to keep the enemy planes there busy. You know what? I could start doing some runway cratering in here. Not necessarily for all that long, but a little bit might help. That's all the orders there. And over here we got even more. Oh, right, that's going to be a reserve fleet or group there. And then close air support. How far can you reach? We can reach around here all the way. Okay. How about you do some runway cratering over there? I was taking care of some of these airfields, then... Oh wait, no, that's the wrong airfield. In air intercept that area, although I suppose air superiority might be... No, I keep selecting the wrong area. Air superiority might be better, so we'll put in at least one of these on air superiority in here. Another fighter bomber. Because that's all of them. Then we got these. Which one is... Okay, so that's the big one. Let's give that the order first. So reserve. Then we'll put in air superiority. Put a bit of overlapping on these. Luckily, we do have pretty advanced fighters or interceptors, so we should be doing pretty good on damage in there. Okay, maybe not quite that long. Something like that. I don't want to go into Leningrad per se. Actually, okay, I gave the orders already to everyone. I probably should have put some to protect our own territory here. Now, I suppose we'll send this one in. There's a lot of planes in Leningrad. I'm going to do runway cratering there. We'll save the other ones in Finland. Then actually, the planes in Finland are going to start doing some air intercept. That'll do. Right, I think we've got all... Oh, right, we do actually still have a few more things that we need to do. Naval strike. And we should have some... Yeah, we got torpedo boats here. Put those into patrol mode. Passenger ships, frigate, and torpedo. Right. I'm gonna do some patrol over there. Got submarines. Do a further patrol. We've got some submarines down here as well. Long range submarines. Have one doing convoy raiding over here. Another one doing convoy raiding down this way. We're kind of blocking the trade routes that they might have. And then, of course, we've got some frigates and torpedo boats here, which we could actually move into Danzig. Now that I think of it. Romanian instance becoming available. I had to stop developing them because it was just getting too expensive in terms of raw materials. Like, it's like more or less every month they lose another 2,000 or something like that. It gets rather expensive. I've not had a chance to restart those since then. But I think now is the time to start attacking. Oh, we got already quite a bit of air combat. Let's actually close those. Ooh, actually, we got Sevastopol. We're bombing there. There's a lot of ships there. Mostly submarines, to be fair. If we could do some damage there. Oh. Okay, we already broke through this first province here. Right. Well, Cat, your light tanks are going to be pushing forward.